Good morning, children. Today is Friday and we are going to do our grammar class. Today in grammar, I am going to teach you all about a sentence. Now you all know the main thing which you have got to learn in order to learn English is to write a proper sentence. Sometimes many of you make mistakes while writing a sentence. So please understand how to write a sentence properly and what are the different parts of a sentence. What comprise to form a proper sentence. Please follow the video very properly, okay? And listen to the explanation. Now first of all, let me tell you all what is a sentence. A sentence is a unit of grammar. It must contain at least one main clause. Now I'll explain you all later on what is a clause. It must contain at least one main clause. It can contain more than one clause also. So what do we understand by a sentence? A sentence typically begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. This is what is a sentence, the basic of a sentence. Okay. Now coming up to definition of clause and phrase. Since I told you all about clause, a sentence must contain one main clause and it might contain many clauses also. More than one clause also. Okay. It might contain many clauses. Now see here. What is a phrase and a clause? A phrase is a group of words that stands together as a single unit. Okay. Typically as part of a clause or a sentence. So a phrase is a group of words which we write together. It is a part of a clause or a sentence. But a phrase does not contain a subject and a verb in it. And it cannot convey a total thought to us. Okay. Now see here, I have typed out this part for you all. Just see there, I've shown you all a difference there. I've given 3 examples of phrases. See, after the devastation, before the first test, leaving behind the dog. These 3 are all group of words which are standing together as a single unit but do not convey complete thought to us. Okay? They can all form a part of a sentence. Now at last see, I've given a full sentence. A box of nails is under the stairs. Now what is a box? A box is the subject which is not in the phrase. Under the stairs is a predicate. I'll explain you all what is subject and predicate also. Okay. A box is the subject and under the stairs is the predicate which are not there in the phrase. Of nails is the phrase. Okay. Now coming up to clause. See here, I have typed it out for you all. What is a clause? A clause is a part of a sentence which has got subject and predicate of its own. Okay. A clause contains both a subject also and a predicate also. Now, when you all understand about clause, Let me tell you all, clause is of two types. Independent clause and dependent clause. Now, what is an independent clause? Independent clause stands alone and expresses a complete thought itself. I have typed two examples here. Just see. Riya likes dogs and Supriya sings very well. Both are independent clauses. Okay. They alone expresses a complete thought to us. What does Riya like? Riya likes dogs. And what does Supriya do? Supriya sings very well. Now a dependent clause. What is a dependent clause? A dependent clause contains subject and predicate but cannot express a complete thought. It needs an independent thought with it in order to complete its sense. See here, two examples which I have typed out is, before you go, if you fail in exam. Now I have to join something with before you go to bring a complete sense. And I also have to join something with if you fail in exam in order to bring a complete sense to it. See here, I have brought a complete sense to a dependent clause. See here. I first met her in Paris, where I lived as a small child. I lived as a small child. Where did I live as a small child? In Paris. So the main clause is, I first met here in Paris. This is the main clause. And the subordinate clause is, where I lived as a small child. Okay? There is a connection there. What connects both the dependent and the independent clause? The word where. That is the connection there. Okay? Now see here, since I have told you all that I shall explain you all what is a subject and a predicate. When I explained you all clause, I said a clause is a part of a sentence which contains a subject and a predicate of its own. Now what is a subject? Coming up to the explanation again. See here, I have typed for you all. What is a subject? A person or thing that is being discussed in a sentence is known as a subject. A person or thing about whom you are speaking, about which you are speaking in a sentence is known as subject. And what is a predicate? A predicate is that part of a sentence which contains a verb and states something about the subject. Understood, children? So what is a subject? A person or thing that is being discussed about in the sentence is the subject. And what is a predicate? It is a part of a sentence which contains a verb and states something about the subject. See, I have typed out some examples for you all also. John went home. Who is the subject here? Whom am I talking about? John. And what did John do? He went home. The next is I live in Delhi. Who is the subject here? Whom am I talking about? It's I, the subject. And what do? I live in Delhi. This is the predicate. It's stating where do I live. He is reading a book. He is the subject here. Whom am I talking about? He is reading a book. Is what he is doing. That is the predicate. Okay. Now see here, in all these three sentences there are verbs there. John went home. Went is the verb. I live in Delhi. Live is the verb. He is reading a book. Is the helping verb. Read is the verb. So everywhere we have got a verb and a description stating something about the subject. So this is what is a subject and a predicate. Okay. So I hope you all have understood sentence. What is a sentence? A subject and predicate, the two parts which form the sentence, and phrase and clause, how these are forming sentences properly. Okay. Now go through the video very properly. And let me tell you all, no written assignments are there. Only try to understand what is a sentence first. After that, when you all understand, I'll be asking you all small questions over WhatsApp, which you all are going to answer me during your class hours only. No written assignments will be given to you. Okay, children? Okay, thank you.